Well, people. Today's the day. Today, Project Tiger Moth came out. And I saw it. A couple of friends, you know. And when it came to the end of it, we had our own opinions. We wondered. There were so many questions we had. Our own opinions. I and a few of my friends will go over our opinions in this video. So, buckle up, get some snacks, drinks, whatever you want, and let's get into the video. I present thoughts on Project Tiger Moth. And is it better than the TV series itself? Ah, yes, 1984, the year where our journey begins. Now, as we all know, this is when season 1 was made. Once that wrapped up, about a year or two later, in 1986, series 2 was greenlighted. The show went on a hiatus for a little bit. That wasn't until 1991, where season 3 came out, and it finished surprisingly in 1993. Then, in 1995, season 4 came out. Then, 1998, season 5 came out. Now, season 5 had ended with the episode Snow, and after that episode had finished, everyone would have thought that, the seasons, like timing tracking, would go back to normal. Oh, they were so wrong. I swear it's funny. Series 6 did not come out until 2002. It was under a whole new brand and everything. And, the whole reason for that is the box office failure that we all know as Thomas and the Tragic Railroad. I mean, Thomas and the Magic Railroad. Then it took a whole nother 2 years in 2004 for Series 7 to be released. Then, the show went back to its season schedule and released one season each year, with 2 movies in between it. This lasted all the way up until 2008. And when 2008 rolled around and Series 12 was made, oh my lord, please just take a butcher knife and stab my eyes out. You know what, if you ever heard the problem, do you think there's nothing wrong with this? Oh, great heavens! Yeah, no one really liked the CGI faces on the models. They looked very, very ugly. Even the humans looked ugly, which was really saying something for the show. Oh, and fun fact, I own a DVD of this show which just burned in hell. And I really hate that the episode Best Friends was literally the first ever episode of Thomas I ever saw. Oh lord, how stupid I was back then. But then in 2009, after Hero of the Rails came out, the show went completely CGI. But we're not gonna talk about it because it's about models.
We have a passion for the island of Sodo.
There's no waste of land. The trees are always lovely and green and the flowers are always colourful.
It is exhausting, creatively. It's eaten into my soul all the time. Even dream about it now. And the funny thing is that the dreams of Jimmy sometimes could be better than the movie.
Thomas is always magical and always will be. In filming it, you've got to explain all the questions filmically there so that there's no mistake, there's no misunderstanding, and the story is clear and in very picturesque countryside, and that is the magic of the island of Sodor.
was made. A couple hours ago, Project Tiger Moth was posted. And no, the ones who haven't seen it yet, before you ask, no, it's not anything to do with Tiger off the plane. Sorry, but, there's always Tin and the Tiger. That was a good story. I should watch it today. It was a lot better than I expected it to be, or remembered it as. But I'm getting sidetracked. Let's get to the main point of this. So, the main story really begins with Toby feeling sad, as he does not have enough work to do at the time. He just feels left out and lonely. And out of all engines to talk to about, he decides to talk to Gordon about this. That was a smart move on Toby's decision. Then Toby talks to Gordon about his old days on his runway, where he used to be very busy every day, as he called the good old days. And then becomes sad again, remembering when his branch line closed down. Only for Gordon to shoot his branch line down, saying that it's nothing and just useless piece of junk to the main line. Damn, Gordon, you don't have to do it like that. Then Thomas comes in asking Toby what's wrong with him. Toby explains to Thomas what he just explained to Gordon. So, Thomas decides to, basically suggests to Toby to take his building supplies to Percy for him, as there is a new construction site. So, Toby backs down to the supplies and he gets coupled up to it and, he starts away with it. But on his way down the main line towards Thomas's branch line, Toby begins to have a thought of what Gordon says. He starts to think that if actually really does care about the main line more than just branch lines. Meanwhile, Percy was waiting for Thomas, little did he know Toby was coming. He was growing impatient. However, his driver is telling him to be calm and not to spoil the surprise. Percy wonders what the surprise is. But before his driver can explain, Toby comes into view, and then he stops. Percy is surprised to see Toby, and Toby offers if he can help at all. Then Percy looks at a line of trucks, and then he decides to let Toby take them instead. So Toby agrees, and gets coupled up to the trucks, and starts pushing them away. Then Toby starts pushing them up the big hill. Toby really can't manage the hill, and they soon come to a stop. But then, the weight of the trucks begins to push Toby, and then Toby begins racing straight down the hill. Toby just narrowly misses Percy at a junction. However, he goes past the boards and crashes into the old trees and bushes. Toby finally stops at an old station. But then, when he opens his eyes, he recognizes where he is. Percy arrives to see if Toby is alright, but Toby's ecstatic, because it's his old railway. He even recognized his own shed. The factory controller talks to Toby sternly about how he should have known his limits, and how he had spoiled his own surprise. The surprise in question was for Toby's old line to be connected to Thomas's branch line and the main line. When the restoration is done, Toby takes a special train of people up his own line. This line is now connected to Thomas's branch line, so Toby now runs on it. And thus the end of the episode, the good old days, known as Project Tiger Moth. I was able to get some of my friends to speak out on it, and you will be hearing their opinions before you hear mine. And obviously, which is better and which is worse. So, without it, let's get straight into their opinions.
Oh, the good old model series. From the title theme to everything about the model series. All the way from season 1 all the way to season 11. I really enjoyed the Project Tiger Moth, The Good Old Days video, a fan-made story about Toby. All the models may not seem accurate, and I don't care what anyone says if it's inaccurate or anything about it. But the only thing that they should care about is that this 2.5 year project brought out the magic within the Mall series. I would consider this being a real episode. Besides, stuff we have now by who. I just enjoy watching anything Thomas related, and I will never stop watching it. Don't care what season. It's wonderful to see what good this community can put all in. So I hope you all would agree with me as well. And some things my friends would say about this project as well. And we all hope we would actually get an episode 2. And I'm gonna guess that would also take another 2.5 years to create. But who cares? It's worth it.
Hey guys, the dead and forgotten Mr. Green Caterpillar here. I'm joining Cheeky on opinions on Project Tiger Moth. And I agree, this is a fantastic hugging kiss to the model series and a nod to David Mitten's work of the show. And no doubt this is an impressive project, and no less it was made by fans, and it's a nice nod to childhood as well, as we've never seen a classic era related thing since 2008. And no less it was done with barely only replicas of the source material, and it was amazing how it was done, and a project of this scale would impress a lot of fans, especially us. But I would give it a 8 out of 10. As much as it's good and all, there are some things about it that makes me give it a tiny meh of it all. Before you come to my house and set me on fire and send my balls into the pits, let me elaborate. As much as it's accurate to the show, hence to gauge one proper because there were some key things that we've spotted on the sets and so forth. The lighting was a bit off, it felt too whitish and close in some cases. If it was directly close to the lighting, it would seem like an orangish lens. I mean, compare these two shots of Toby in the shed and this one scene of Oliver's find, and tell me there's no difference at all. Second off, the sets felt a bit medium, but that's expected, so I'll classify it as a nitpick. Robert's Alec Baldwin impression was meh. It was alright. His Gordon impression didn't really sound all that close. He made it sound a bit too soft and quiet when he was doing the actual storytelling. I would say that the classic model series footage for the old line is a nice touch as well. It gave a bit of creativity in it a little. Alright, but also, can we talk about this one set of Toby's shed next to the yard and main line? Like, what the hell is this set exactly? Why the fuck is there one line for the main line and 3 tracks of the yard and shit? Also, I would say that the close-up figurines are a nice touch, as it would give more of a model series feel as well. But I'm going to be perfectly honest with you, in all honesty. I didn't really care about the story at the start, I mostly cared about the sets, but paying attention to the story now, it felt pretty meh. Toby's reminisce on his own line and discovers it after a truck screw with him? Where have I heard that one before? But I felt a connection with Toby reminiscing about his old line to us about the model series and finally getting a remake of the old days. That was nice. Overall, I think this was a nice model series-esque fan episode, and I fucking love it so much. But can we talk about how fabulous the intro is?
Hello everyone, this is German the Tender Engine here. Yep, the dead channel that you never ever saw again. And I'm participating in Cheeky's video of thoughts of this video right here. Why, you may ask? Because I got nothing else better to do in my life and I can't think of any video ideas. What else the fuck do you expect? Anyway, the opinion I think about the episode is pretty good, to be honest. Shows some great details of Toby missing his own line. And it also shows some other shit about, like, how much Toby misses the old days, and just, like, but I'm not, like, saying it's, but I have some thoughts about it. And I'm not gonna say, like, it's bad. It's kind of good, to be honest, but there's some, how can I say it? A little dent, so I don't really know how to say it, but, yeah, but, this is German Designer Engine saying his opinions about the episode. Here we go. And another thing, before you attack me about my opinion, it's my opinion. And, yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. Also, I'm gonna update the last part. And it wasn't like Hero of the Rails when Toby was, like, going through that fucking forest shit to me anyway. But that's all I'm just gonna say. Okay, and my final opinion of it is that I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. That's all I'm just gonna give it for today. Okay, fine, fuck off. I'm gonna go do your mom right now. Bye.
Well, you heard all their opinions, and I'm going to make sure to strangle the everlasting shit out of Jeremy when I'm finished with this. But I must get through this first. Now, there's the really big question that I had in the beginning. Is this better than the TV series itself? Hell no. Definitely not. Absolutely not. Like, there's no way you're not telling me that this is better. Not better than season 1, 2, 3, 4, not even 5. Like, it may be good, but not that good. There's a whole bunch of problems I can seek out with this. That, like, the season might have had, like, once or twice or maybe a few times as Goose, but not as much as in this. My thoughts on it. I would basically give it the same rating, an 8 out of 10. I'll get the bad things I don't like about it first. Number 1, I don't like how the sets are. The first set you see, there's like a whole bunch of things wrong with it. Like, is that supposed to be Wellsworth or something? You can literally see the end of the set. Why is the shed just in the middle of the main line? And like, is that supposed to be like a Wellsworth set or something? I don't even know. Another thing is, the plot in general, well, it's basically like how Special Attraction was handled in season 4. 2 plots just mushed together. Toby just missing his old line, and Toby discovering his old line. Like, I wonder where that idea came from. But, anyways, that's just really my main issue. And, like, the narration itself, like, Robert narrating it, he did not sound like Alec Baldwin at all. No, he didn't have that Gordon voice, that Toby voice. Granted, Toby only appeared once, but he just didn't have that grasp that Alec Baldwin had. And, like, you know, the sets themselves, they're just bare. Like, they're extremely bare. And, you know, like, fucking, what else is there to say? I have one more thing. The lighting. The lighting on that, there is no shadow, like, grading or anything. Now, granted, if there was too much color, we would have a season 11. And you know how that would turn out. But that in general, you know, one more part. I always had this feeling that at the end, when the Fat Controller was first talking to Toby, he was saying a few dickish things. He wasn't being a complete dick, but he was saying some dickish things to Toby. And like, what you care about your engine not handling his limits and him being safe. Like what? But otherwise, the episode's fine in my opinion. Like, yeah. I already have a feeling I'm gonna be attacked, but you know, it's gonna be worth it for this opinion. Right, and this is the end of my video. I only now just started working on this. I'm surprised I was able to get this far in just one day. But, I'm glad I was able to speak on my opinions. I would like to thank my 3 friends who were able to speak on this as well. This is something that I wanted to talk about for about a few hours. I mean about probably 3 to 5 hours, probably. I don't know. But, you know, I'm glad I was able to get my statements out about it. Whatever you want to call them. I'm Cheeky Blue 2, the one who has made this exquisite content. And I will see you all later. Hey, if you somehow already gone through this entire video and haven't known what it was at all, well, I have the link to the good old days in the description, as well as that story I was talking about earlier, Taming the Tiger. Those will both be in the description. Also about Taming the Tiger, it's a really good story. I'm not gonna spoil the plot about it, but it's really good for how old it is. It's really good. I really recommend. Well, this is me signing off. Laters.